So this topic is entitled Unread Messages. Tacarra Williams is a comedian and once said that she was taught by her daughter how to block a person. Unbeknownst to her, blocking was something that she didn't have to undo. She didn't have to re-engage with the person after some arbitrary amount of time had passed because she blocked them for a reason. So does blocking someone or ignoring them indefinitely go against what it means to be a Christian?
No. And the reason why I say no, I say no because I can forgive and I can forget and still not talk to you.
Come on now. Yes.
That's real.
I don't have to put myself in that situation again in order to forgive and forget.
Hey, we could wrap it up right there. Because sometimes I feel like the pressure we can sometimes put on ourselves. Well, and I'll speak just personally. I'm always caring about the other person's perspective, how they feel, how they view me, how they're doing, even though they didn't really show me that same consideration in return.
Right.
And so I'll cut something off, but then find myself re-engaging just to kind of check in, which then opens up the door for the cycle to continue. So I feel like in certain situations where you're not being treated with respect, there's abuse, there's just people not demonstrating good character, not building you up, not pushing you closer to purpose, not adding value to your life. It's wise to leave that alone and to keep it left alone. My black finger has gotten so strong. I opened up my list the other day because, you know, you can like go into your phone and your privacy and kind of see like who's blocked. And I was like, I don't even know half these numbers, but I'm not about to unclick them.
Yes.
I'm not about to unclick them. They gonna stay blocked. I don't care what type of message they trying to send me now or what type of conversation they trying to have, because no. When you had the time, when you had the opportunity, you fumbled.
You blew it.
You blew it. I'm on a whole new play now.
You know what's funny? I've never been the one to block because I'm a firm believer in you gonna stop talking to the wall eventually when you realize you're just talking to yourself. So if I don't respond, I feel like that's worse than blocking because you know your message didn't went through. You see delivered. And you ain't getting the red.
You're not even getting no 3 dots.
Nothing.
That's just kind of doing this.
Nothing.
You be waiting for the message to come through, dots just dotting.
Dots just waving, going back and forth.
And then they disappear.
And nothing coming through.
Woo.
So I've always been a firm believer in you don't have to block someone. And I ultimately feel like it's a lot more willpower and shows how strong you are mentally to not block someone and still not respond.
Yeah. Yeah. In my case, I might really just be tempted to respond. Even if it's not like, even if it's not in a way that says, let's be in a relationship again. But like maybe I might be tempted to cuss you out a little bit or to tell you about yourself or to just be petty or something.
For them to be petty back.
It
opens the door.
And that's
If you be petty and they like, You know, it hit deep. I'm different. I changed. And you right back into this. Nah, I don't want to hear it.
That's why when they blocked, I don't see none of that. For me. For me. Because I will engage. My petty bone is strong and my willpower be weak. And like you said, the door be right back open. Oh, okay, well, he said he changed. Or he said he talking different. He said he acknowledges X, Y, and Z. And it all be a lie.
Exactly.
It just be a lie. Because you the same you that you were 6 months ago.
Yep.
Or a year ago. Or however long ago. And yeah. Once you blocked, you got to stay blocked. I don't know if I ever been blocked.
But if you block me, don't unblock me. Because it's going to be pointless. Because I am not going to talk to you ever again. You ain't got to worry about me. So you was better off blocking and leaving me blocked. You want to hear what I got to say? Nothing.
And I want to be blocked.
Bye.
You getting blocked on everything. You getting blocked on Instagram. You can't even read my threads. You blocked on everything.
But you know when you block people, like, they get blocked from, like, all your social media.
Yeah.
I think except for Facebook. But, like, if you block somebody on Instagram, like, they're blocked on TikTok. They're blocked on Threads.
Because they all, like, connected now.
Like, they're blocked.
Oh, for real?
And it's like, if you go and search,
they no longer exist.
they're no longer in existence
Non-existent.
on your thing. I've been blocked. Like real, I've been blocked. I've been, I think, or you know, you can see what they want you to see.
Yeah.
I haven't been,
Okay.
to the point to where it's not all the way blocked, but so I've been blocked. I think too, it's how can I frame this? How can I just recently blocked somebody.
Did it feel good?
Let me tell you.
Did you feel empowered?
Let me tell you, because I did not at first. Mm-hmm. Because I'm still in the mindset of something is going to change.
Oh, you was holding on to hope again.
Yes.
Hey,
This not real to me.
that hope hold is.
That hope hold is real. So
I need to let it go song.
Here's the kicker. It's like when you don't block on social media, people post stuff
On purpose.
just to see if you looked at their stuff.
Will power.
So I
Thirst
said, you know
traps
what?
be getting real thirsty.
I said, man, forget this, because I don't want to see it. I had to say to myself, I'm not playing second fiddle to nobody.
Hey, that
Correct.
part.
Nobody. I don't care how fine you are. To me, block. So when I did it and I went through my stuff, I was like, oh man,
Was you looking for it?
no.
Probably a little
But
A little bit. I was hoping.
crazy part of
bit. They got 2 pages.
story. Ha! Let me tell you. Not even 2. I forgot. When I blocked, I blocked on my page.
Right.
Jaden's page is connected to my page. So, because I monitor his stuff. Right? So, I monitor his stuff. So, I click on his page
Bing, bing.
and and it's
Biggest day.
big as day. So, the temptation of not blocking is to have hope for a conversation. So I wasn't going to look per se.
Heavy on it per se.
But when it happened, I'm like, hold on, no, you smiling. You smiling.
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Blocking or ignoring, whichever if you left on red or you completely blocked, it takes people from having access to you. Right?
Yeah.
But
Unfollow.
then right? But it also stops us from having access to seeing how their life continues to go on.
Exactly.
But see, and this is how I always looked at that. If you're a genuine person, I don't care how happy you. I want you to be happy. I don't want you to be miserable, but I want you to be happy with someone other than me, because I'm going to be happy with who makes me happy and respects me for who I am and blase.
But wise beyond your years, boy.
So I'm glad you happy, and I'm happy as well. Now, if I don't want to see that, I can unfollow.
Because some separations I feel like are harder
right
in the beginning.
Yes.
If it's a new connection, like these little boys on the apps, blocked, strong.
Right.
I don't even care. I just nope, cut it off.
Doesn't matter.
No matter.
Right.
But if I've been in a relationship with somebody for years and years and years, and they were connected to my sense of happiness or just connected to my life, it can be a little like triggering to see them out and about and doing whatever. Not to say that I want them to be miserable, but like
That was me.
yeah. And now I'm not a part of that. And sometimes it can hurt because it seems like, well, dang, you just out and about real quick. I'm sitting up here eating ice cream with my girls watching Waiting to Exhale or something. And you just cheesing all hard at the club with your little beverage and your cute outfit that I might have bought you.
Man, you bringing out all the good stuff.
Listen, with your smell good on.
Yeah. Hair done.
Hair wasn't never done when we was together, and now you got your.
You feel me?
But you know what I mean? Like it can just make it a little bit easier to move past that initial stage of the separation, depending on the type of relationship it was to begin with.
Yeah. I think you gotta be strong. You gotta be gotta be strong in the matter of not really wanting to see somebody's downfall. Man, you don't feel what I feel. You don't feel it. You don't. And even if you do, I'm not seeing it. Nor should I want to see it.
That's the part.
You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't want to see it.
And I mean, everybody, not to cut you off, everyone digests feelings and emotions differently.
Exactly.
So you may somber in it. That person may go to the club and drink it out. And you see the surface of they wilding out, they enjoying their life, they this, but they might be trying to really drink their sorrows away because they thinking about you. So I mean, it's always you shouldn't worry about feeling it how I feel it, or you not being able to see that I hurt like you hurt, because I hurt different than you hurt. It's some people that don't cry and physically don't have the tears, but emotionally, ball
out.
Yeah.
Ball out.
And that be your strongest, most happiest, go lucky friend that's building everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that also goes back to the question too, though. It's like blocking you is blocking you. But if there was a time to where you needed prayer, if you needed some guidance and asking for help about God, because I blocked you in a different format, will I unblock you to tell you about the king that I serve? Yeah. I will have that conversation with you because at the end of the day, our goal is to win souls for Christ.
Okay, hold on. So you said if you block them on social media and from your life in a relationship aspect, but you saying you open that door for religious conversation. Honestly, I feel like that's a gateway back into
To some if you take it in that aspect, because so we can ask her, if you block me or whatever and I call them to ask you for prayer or whatever, you pray for me, that can be a gateway to say, well, let's talk about different stuff. Right? But here's where you have to be firm in what you stand in.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna go any further than what this is. If it's leading you to somebody that maybe knows more about what you're looking for, okay, let me help you with that. But as far as us going into a different space, I'm not gonna engage with you in that because I have to protect myself.
And that's why I'm going to just pray for you while you're blocked.
And you can do that too.
Thank you.
That's me, though.
That's what I was getting at. I'm never blocking anyone spiritually.
No.
Ever.
Right.
It's been plenty of people that I completely disassociated myself with, and I still pray for it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to tell them I'm praying for them.
Nah.
I don't have to
No,
reach
you don't
out
have
to them or anything. I don't conversate with you. I disassociated myself with you. Now I still can pray for you. I still can. If you was to come to me, let's say if someone came to me that was blocked, or they're not blocked but disassociated with my life, and hey, and wants to talk about Christ and this, okay, we had that conversation one time, and then I will refer them to my pastor or to someone else that has a very strong understanding that I can lean on as well. Here you go. Now, I may follow up on my end, not with them, but with who I sent you to. Hey, has this person reached out to you? And if they have, great. And if they haven't,
Oh well. You did your part.
I did my part.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to give you a segue back into us having conversations because, truth be told, love doesn't just go away. Lust for surely is not going anywhere.
Oh Lord Jesus.
So therefore, I'm not going to allow myself, as strong as I can be. I cannot love you, but that lust still is there.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be there.
Yes, it is.
You say the right thing, do the right thing. We back where we started. Not happening.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Go talk to pastor.
Listen.
And let that be what it's gonna be.
And it's exactly.
Let that's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Because the willpower in this one can be really weak. And I'm tired of going in circles.
Tired of going into circles.
Because it's like, especially I feel like when the Lord has told me and given, like you said, like when God wants you to see something, He'll make it real, real clear. But still up to us to make the decision, right, to be obedient to what He's showing us. And so when we pick up something that God has told us to put down, I feel like it's even harder to separate from. Like, that second time around or that
Right.
third time around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He putting a little glue on your hand.
It's giving gorilla glue.
Put a little glue right there, like
Cause listen,
you touch that hand, you're gonna be stuck a little longer than what you trying to be stuck.
Boy.
and this,
That's a
So I'm trying to learn
to not
this.
swap.
I don't want to spin the block. I
Okay.
don't want to.
Can't be Nelly and Ashanti.
Hey, bruh. That's their love story. And at this point, if anybody from back then
Yeah.
is the one,
Yeah.
the Lord himself is going to have to sit down in my face. He's going to have to show me a part of his glory and say, thus saith the Lord.
Yeah.
This is the one. Because
This is-
otherwise,
This is him.
No can do.
You can
I
kick
can't
rocks.
go for that. No, no.
No.
I can't do it. I cannot. Because every time I've done it in the past, them consequences are just.
They're deep.
You know, I've been crazy thing is, I've been fortunate enough to not circle the block relationship wise, which is great. Cause I'll be talking to everybody else, I can't relate.
Spun the block.
Spin.
Spun the block.
Spin.
Ended up with a lifelong. You feel me? And this. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
It's given.
It's.
Is given
return to sender.
spin.
Can't return the sender. Oh my gosh. But no, that's good. I mean, it's like relationships, they start for a reason, and if they end, most of the time it's for a reason also. I think it's important that we take the time to learn the lessons that we're supposed to learn, because it's less about the other person and like what they did and whatever, than it is about like, okay, God, what do you want me to see in me? Or what's a part of our relationship that I'm lacking in that needs to be developed? What am I looking for in these relationships that you can actually give to me? Because that's where I'm at right now, is like, I'm really trying to learn how to be content with God, so that it's like, I don't need a relationship. I want one, but if I don't have one, I'm cool.
Right.
The struggle is real.
Oh yeah, for
Okay?
sure.
Amen.
But that's where I'm trying to get. Like, I want to have all my joy and like my peace and all of that come from my relationship with God. And so whoever I do end up with, if I end up in a relationship, they're matching that or like adding to it. I'm not necessarily looking for somebody to give me peace,
Right.
or looking for somebody to make me feel complete. Like, I feel good on my own. And Hot Pilates is about to have me feeling better.
You understand?
Banged out.
You did.
All right. Outside of the romantic aspects of our relationship and who we choose to block or who we feel like we need to block if we are not the ones getting blocked, how about any other type of relationship? How about friendships and things like that? Have you ever had to block a friend after a fallout?
I don't think I blocked a friend. I just stopped having conversations with people that kind of don't align. That's kind of it's weird that like you can if it's not a relationship like that, it's kind of easier for you to do that to somebody you call a friend or whatever. But for me, it's like if nothing comes, there was a instinct to where when I didn't have children, but I had people that I was hanging around with that did, and the morals that they were bringing out, I looked at and I questioned, because how do you have children, but you're not taking care of your children. You're doing everything for you, but you're not doing anything for them. You know, and it kind of made me look and be like, why am I hanging out? This is not a good example for me. Because I've seen what bad examples can do to people. You look at somebody, yeah, man, he talked to such and such, such and such, and you try to do it, it don't work out for you.
Nope.
And so those were the instincts to where I had to cut it off, because if we at the mall, I'm spending at that time $400, $500 on some stuff for myself. I have no children. I can do that. But you blowing money. We're not at Kids Foot Locker. We're not at Babies R Us. We're not at none of that. We shopping for adult things. But you have children that you're not putting any effort, no money, no time. I leave.
Can't associate myself with that.
I have to go. I can't hang out with you no more. And then it becomes a problem. Oh, why you not hang? Nah, bro, because I can't see what you're doing and agree with that. I wouldn't be a real friend.
So, on that note, did you have a conversation with that person?
I had a conversation. I had multiple
before you took off.
I had multiple,
Got
and it wasn't a pointing conversation. It was a what's going on conversation. What's in here that's making you not do what you need to do? And it could have, at that time, it could have lied. Been like, man, she not letting me see my child. She not doing this, she not doing that. But that wasn't the case. You be, man, yeah, I'll do whatever I want to do, man, I don't care. Oh, bro, are you serious? Come on, man, like you got kids out here. You have children.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Man, ain't mama good? Man, ain't mama good? Man, she get my little one. But you're not doing anything to
better that situation.
So you just letting them hang. You just letting them. Okay. So after multiple conversations, and after somebody told me that when I have my first child, I'm just gonna escape. Yeah, bro. We are not the same.
No.
Because I don't care what the situation is. My child will not get left.
No child left behind.
Man, you know what's crazy? To touch on that. After having my kids, I got to a point where I was like, man, it's no way. I don't care what any man says. Like, there's no way that you can be a deadbeat to your kid. Your kid don't like you because of an action that you did. Because of the time or something that you lacked in putting in.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't ask to be here. There's no way you can tell me or feel like it's okay to be away and away for a long period of time and not with the intent to return or help out at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's a withdrawal, bro. It's a withdrawal. It's a withdrawal.
I mean, we just not built like that.
It's
for surely not built like that. Like, I don't care what me and my Duke's going through. Like, she gonna be her, I'm gonna be me at the end of the day. But y'all are a product of us.
Exactly.
And ultimately, I'm selfish. You are a product of me.
Yeah.
Like Trey Songz voice.
What? Come on. If anything, I'm going above and beyond to make her mad.
Listen.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you doing everything that you can for those kids to be happy as they can be.
Exactly.
Like, I really can't associate myself with anybody that is out there. And I'm grateful that I have no friends, brothers, anything that is on that side of the spectrum that I would have to
Yeah.
disassociate myself with.
Leave fast.
I feel like it's also the friends that are just takers and they just never actually add to the friendship that I've had to disassociate.
Disassociate.
Thank you. Had to let them go because it was another word. The friends that are always calling and needing something, but then when you need something, they don't show up. They can't do it. They got a million excuses. Or the friends, the people, I should say, that are always negative. Like, you always call in to, like, gossip and say something messy about somebody or complaining about something, and nothing is ever good or peaceful. It's like they thrive in chaos. That I'm like,
company.
yeah, and I'm like, hey, bruh, I done worked too hard, and the Lord is too good for me to be on that hype. Don't call me. I don't got it. I don't got it
at all.
I don't got it. And, you know, I feel like some people are just to the extent that you guys are talking about as far as in parenting, but even the friends who don't have, or the people who don't have kids, but they're still very much selfish.
Mm-hmm.
And all they're doing is like looking out for themselves. Is like, nah, bruh, because the people who are my friends, we've been locked in
Yeah, for years.
forever. We done seen each other at rock bottom. We done celebrated with each other on the mountaintops and everything in between. We done had our fights and our arguments, but it's always out of love. It's always a get back because we know like it's real, and we're not fake with each other. And I feel like that's rare. And even the friends that I've made more recently in my adulthood, like those relationships have depth to them. And there's a give and a take. It's not just they call in and they take up 90% of the conversation before they even think to ask me how my day was. You know?
Right.
Just get on the phone and just start talking. Like, don't have a care in the world for what I got going on.
Right.
Right. If you gonna do that, at least get on like, hey, how your day going? Before I get
First.
going, how your day going?
Because
I already know where you going with this.
Listen.
I'm about to throw out 90 minutes of me.
And even ask. Like me and one of my best friends have gotten into the practice of being like, hey, I need to vent. Do you have the capacity for it? Because sometimes I don't have the capacity right now. I can't hold nothing.
Right.
I tell Gracie all the time, mommy's overstimulated. I can't take
Nothing.
It's kid songs playing in the background. I done burnt the bacon twice. The people is calling. It's too much going on. No, I don't have capacity to hear you vent. Or maybe I got 5 minutes and then we're going to have to pick it up in a little bit after I have a break or something. You know what I mean? But like,
Give me time to process what you said, and then
Real talk.
when I'm ready for the next one, I got you.
I holla. Because, baby, I'd be like, it's too much. It's too much. And do you even actually care if I have capacity, or are you just looking to dump stuff onto me? You know?
I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really vent a lot, but I haven't thought about that.
I be venting. But we got to ask.
Yeah.
I mean, if it comes up. Because everybody, like you said, everybody processes differently. I'm a talker, and I got to think it out, and I got to get my mad feelings out before I can come to like the peaceable solution.
Got it.
You know? And so one of me and my best friend have started that little practice just to make sure we all on the same page. Because sometimes I don't even need nothing in return. I just need you to let it out.
Get it off.
That's hilarious. I'm one of them ones. Hey, my capacity's so good, yours should be too. So whenever I gotta get something off, you better answer, bruh. And you gonna listen, Because I just listened to you 25 times before I just told you this one time that I'm about to blow real quick, bro.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, having kids, well, like I got multiple, but having my child has changed what my capacity looks like. And it's sometimes like I'll come from work and be like, I can't hear a single thing.
You don't want to.
Man.
I don't. Just
Imagine
give me
2 of them.
I know.
You don't want to.
And
But then the
She
crazy.
praying for a brother, and I'm like, God blocked it. I don't know. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. When like going from like having 2 in the house and now just 1, but it still feel like I got 2. It's just I'm just saying it's just personality wise, and it's just how sometimes during your day, how whatever may happens affects you. But sometimes, like not even sometimes, but all the times you kind of gotta block that out to tend to your child.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You to make sure that their well-being is taken care of. You know, there's food on the table and they get showers or whatever it needs to be before you can even think about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just, you know, I've always commended women because it's like, oh, like man, it's a job within a job. Not only do you have to carry this child, you got to birth this child. You have to nurture this child. You have to take care of this child. You have to go to work and you have to then come home and do extra for this child.
24-hour shift.
It's every day. And I'm like, man, like that's huge. But I also commend dads
Absolutely.
because moms take up 98% of the slack that goes on in said household. Yeah. If you a real woman, I'm just gonna keep it 100.
For real, yeah.
They take up 98%. That 2% may seem small, but that 2%,
that is a large.
but that 2% is huge.
In our eyes.
In our eyes.
Yes.
Because I used to be like, oh, man, you go to work, man, you come home, you know what I'm saying? You cook, you clean, you get a baby's bath, you make sure you got the clothes set out for tomorrow, you got your lunch made and ready for tomorrow.
Meal
what
prepped.
You do?
What you do?
You take the baby, you dry the baby off, you make lotion the baby up, you know, your 2%.
You took the trash out.
Right? And then the 2% comes, oh, my days off. Oh, you ain't gotta cook. Man, I'ma do. That's my 2%. My 2% comes in. Right? Because that 98%. Let's keep it real. That 98% is done already. Really. That 98% is done. You come behind the 98% and be like,
slap that good
stamped and approved.
Made it to that 400.
Stamped and approved. What is not? Oh, the baby sleep, baby.
Look what I done did. Look at what I done did.
Yeah. You want to take a bath now?
Let me run your water.
Yeah.
That 2%.
Yeah. That 2%. Yeah.
And run it too cold.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what y'all
It ain't
doing?
even hot. That's lukewarm.
Turned it on.
Ain't no more hot
Hey,
water.
man, so it's like, man, that's why I don't, man. I don't get how, like when people are in relationships to where even if it's a friend relationship, to not understand what the 98% has to do.
Yeah.
And then you come to me with your 2% thinking I'm supposed to
Appreciate that.
I'm supposed to appreciate your 2%. Well, for us, our 2% is like,
You got it.
bro,
It's better than nothing.
we did the dang thing. Yes, we did. So on Father's Day, my 2%, it better count.
It added up. 2 from this day, 2 from that day.
4%. Got
It's gonna take.
I did 4% of the work.
52%. Oh my goodness.
I did 4% of the work.
Hey, but if you think about it, side note, if you think about it, that's why we only get one Father's Day. They get that. They expect some
Bruh.
Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. It adds up. Our 2% comes around. It's appreciated once a year, and that 98,
Hey,
we gonna make sure y'all taken care of.
better. Listen, the struggle is real. And the math don't be mathing sometimes. It don't be mathing.
don't be mathing.
They surely don't.
But no, and I think too, like no matter what type of relationship it is, there has to be like there should be an equal level of contributing to the dynamic, right? Like I suck at some things. Some things I'm just not good at, but maybe my friend is, and maybe something that they're not good at, I'm good at. So we're gonna help. We're gonna help each other out where we can. Everybody has their strengths and everybody has their weaknesses, and so, learning that balance so that it's not the 98 and the 2. It don't always got to be 50-50, because sometimes it's not that either. Sometimes it's 40-60 or 70-30. Some days I got more than others. But as long as we showing up and like trying to meet the person where they are, then I feel like that's the goal.